Hi, Team Relocity. My name is Herb Agner, and I'm reaching out to you regarding the relocation consultant position you have open. I will do my best not to just repeat my resume because obviously you've already got that. Just tell you more about myself. Start by telling you that I've been in Los Angeles. I've lived here for 18 years. I moved here from Nashville, Tennessee, and I sought Los Angeles out because I love this city. It's one of my favorite cities in the whole world. And I came here to work in the record business. And I worked for primarily two international record companies, one being Capitol Records, the other being Universal Music Group. My job responsibilities at those companies fell mostly into the areas of marketing, project development, project management, sales, and business development. I left the record business about 3 years ago because I was really burned out. I was looking for a change and I really wanted to work in some different industries. I got immediately involved in 3 startups at the time, had great experiences, successful launches, and mainly just learned an awful lot. Huge learning experience for me with all 3, which was fantastic. I sold my interest in a couple of those businesses since then, and leads me to now looking for new opportunities. I found this one via Glassdoor, and what in particular interested me was that I feel like there's 2 areas, one being my personality, the other being my skill sets, that are a great fit for this role. I want to speak a little bit to the hospitality aspect of what you're looking for, which is obviously very important. I have 2 big pieces of hospitality background. The first being my parents ran a very successful restaurant for 24 years in Nashville, and I was involved in every aspect of that business from the time I was a little kid. I literally grew up in it, and I love dealing with people, and we had a particularly interesting clientele, and that we had a big international clientele given Nashville being such a tourist destination. I love meeting these people from all around the world. It's probably part of the reason that I still love to travel the world, probably part of what led me to Los Angeles. More recently, one of the startups I got involved in was for a new bar restaurant in downtown LA, and I was involved a lot in the customer aspect of the business. I drove the customer acquisition aspect of the business, drove our hospitality planning, and one thing I did relative to the customers that was very successful was I would go in all day parts and sometimes spend hours just talking to our customers and hearing from them about what they liked, what they didn't like, how they found us, why they came back. And it was a very successful endeavor, and we utilized that information and had a lot of success by doing that. Beyond that, one of the things I think I would bring to this job is that I love Los Angeles. I know this town really well. When I first came to town, actually, I wanted to get to know Los Angeles so much that I would stay a few days over from each trip. They were usually business trips, and I would rent a car and intentionally get lost. I would just start driving in a different direction each time, get lost, and just check out the city. Then ultimately, I would just figure out my way back to my hotel, which taught me how to drive in LA and how to learn my directions and how to get around the town. I love doing that. I still love going everywhere around town. I have personally lived in a number of different neighborhoods, and some of the really cooler neighborhoods all around town, in Hermosa Beach, in Venice Beach, Playa del Rey, and my wife and I relocated to Silver Lake about 11 years ago, and we wanted to get more room. We loved Silver Lake, and we have a 7-year-old son now, and he's got a big yard. For us, the things we love to do, the things I love to do, I do mountain biking. I love going hiking, love getting up to the mountains, love going down to the beach. We do a lot of festivals of all different types, a lot of arts festivals. We're big music fans, so we go to see a lot of live music. And one thing I've learned about this town is that it really offers every kind of experience that you can have. You can find it here. Every kind of person that you want to find, you can find them here. You can find your people, your neighborhood. You just have to know where to look. And I tell people that all the time. I tell my friends here, I tell people who are considering moving here that I love being a tour guide in this town as well. So I think all of those qualities and that experience makes me a great candidate for this job. I would love to talk to you about it. I would love to be considered. In particular, I know that I am polite, I'm courteous, I am professional at the same time, And most importantly, maybe I love meeting people, I love talking to people, and I love listening to people. I love hearing what they have to say, what their needs are, and creating win-win situations has been a big part of my whole business career, and I think that would be a big plus for this job as well. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I would love to come meet with you in person to talk about this opportunity. Thanks again. Bye-bye.